Hello everyone. Good morning. Hey guys. Hi guys. Hello. Hello. Welcome to my journey with DaDa. Hi guys. How's it going? We're going to talk today about how to keep energetic little kids focused. Alright, so I love teaching kids. I have worked in daycare before. I have also worked in teaching adults. I'll talk about an experience that I had, or I should say have, with one of my students. He is a formal student. He is 5 or 6 years old, and he is just extremely energetic and sometimes will stray from the topic. So how do you keep him focused? So my first class with him was definitely eye-opening. I wasn't sure like how advanced he was because he was only like 5 years old, or what to really expect, because I had only been teaching girls at that time and they were all advanced girls and they were all 12 years old and stuff like that. He was 5. Oh my gosh, this kid doesn't even have an accent. He speaks perfect English for his level. So we're talking about dinosaurs and everything, but the class was obviously not related to dinosaurs. But we definitely were able to tie it in using the color green, because the dinosaur was green and something on the slide was green. So we just like kind of smoothed it over to the slide. And at one point in the video, and his mom was with him too, which was really helpful. She's like, sit down, you know, in the background. It was cute. He once stood up during class and he didn't have pants on. He had underwear on, but he didn't have pants on, and his mom was like trying to pull him down. Poor mom. And so what I did to try to keep him focused on the material and keep him in his seat was to tell him to close his eyes. And then I would switch to the next slide. So he'd close his eyes, and when your eyes are closed, you're generally not going to be moving around. So I told him to close his eyes. He closed his eyes, and then I switched to the next slide, and I was like, open your eyes. And like, oh, what do you see? You know, things like that. So that really helped a lot. Also, having him draw, like with the cursor, having him draw on the PowerPoint on the slides also keeps him in his seat, keeps him focused, because he's like physically doing something. And so I definitely utilized the drawing feature a lot for him. We drew things other than what were in the material. In the courseware, we drew like a dinosaur, of course. And we talked about like the spikes and other kind of semi-related things to the class itself. In my opinion, he's probably a little bit more advanced than the courseware, but there definitely are new words that he is learning and new phrases. A lot of the times we will finish class a little bit early. We'll play a game. My favorite game, oh, where did it go? Oh, here it is. My favorite game was the color game, where I'd throw it up in the air, catch it, he'd guess what color it was when it landed, and then I'd show him. He really enjoyed that. Next time, I think we're going to do a game that's called like Word Train, where I type in like the word Y-O-U. The last letter is a U, and then he has to think of a word that starts with a U, like umbrella, and then the last letter is A. I have to think of a word that starts with A, apple, etc., etc. That's how that word train goes. I'm going to try that with him next because he is advanced. Let's see what else with him. I have a few other students who are advanced but not as energetic. They're older girls, so they're definitely kind of more like studious acting, like more proper. He is quite the character. I love every morning when I get to teach him, because he just is so happy and positive. Because he's advanced, I can ask him like, what are you going to do after class? You know, oh, I'm going to go watch a movie or TV, you know, things like that, he'll say. So those are really good things to do to keep a student engaged. Is number 1, you know, have them close their eyes before you go to the next slide. Number 2, let them draw more or encourage more drawing, because then they're like focused on the drawing and they're not away from the desk and stuff like that. And number 3 would be the games are really fun. I did have another student who's a girl who was also not necessarily energetic, but definitely more like didn't really want to talk about the courseware. She wanted to talk about more like, oh, her necklace, oh, her pet fish, you know, things like that. And her mom really had to help make her focus. A couple of things that I did to keep her focused was I would ask her questions, you know, some related to the courseware, some not, just to keep her, you know, in the zone of what she wanted to talk about. If she said, oh, my necklace is pink, I was like, oh yeah, what colors do you see on the picture? You know, things like that, to bring her back to the courseware, but also still making it fun. I mean, in general, you're going to want to keep your courseware fun. That's the most important thing. You make it fun. Learning something that is fun, you're going to retain it more, and obviously you're going to have more fun doing it. So I hope those tips are helpful. If you have any tips for me, how do you keep your kids focused when you have like a crazy energetic child, drop a comment below, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.